extra belly fat around your waist is driving you nuts, I can totally relate. That's why I've created this video today with 5 yoga postures that I rely on to tone up my tummy. Do this video in conjunction with your other movement, getting your daily steps in, eating the right foods, strength training, and other types of yoga, and you will start seeing results in no time. So grab your yoga mat and let's get started. Let's begin in a seated position. Rest your hands on your lap, lengthen up through your spine, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and let's bring attention to the breath. Breathing in and out of the nose, just to get ourselves connected to the present moment. And we want to really focus in on the muscles of your abdominals, right? To get the most out of these postures, we need that connection. We're going to begin with some circular motion through the midsection. So as you sit up nice and tall, slowly begin to draw circles with your belly button. So we're warming up the muscles in your abdominals. Keep the belly drawn in. And feel the strength as you circle in one direction. Good. Now, circle in the opposite direction. Good. Notice how the oblique side abdominals begin to deepen that sensation. All right, come into a tabletop position, tuck your toes under, and come to downward facing dog. Lift your knees, your hips up, draw your shoulders gently away from the ears, allow the chest to sink, just stretching out through the entire body here. Draw your navel in and up, engaging your belly lock or Uddiyana Bandha, and then lift your pelvic floor in and up, engaging your pelvic floor, right, those bathroom muscles. Now slowly start to walk your feet all the way forward to your hands into a standing forward bend. Toe heel your feet together, and we're going to rise to chair. So bend your knees, start to lift your chest, lift your arms. All right. Now, if your feet close together is not comfortable, if it doesn't feel right, bring your feet hip width distance. All right. So in our chair pose, we want to send the booty back. Right. Keep the chest lifted. Shoulders relaxed. Keep those upper arms back by your ears as much as you can. And then we're doing a very gentle rocking of the tailbone down, like a pelvic tilt, but it's very, very gentle. You'll start to feel that space created through the low spine, and then we create less space, right? We narrow the space between our lower ribs and our hip bones. Keep pulling your belly in, keep lifting your pelvic floor, squeeze your thighs together, and breathe. Good. Inhale, stand up. Do just a little back bend here as you lean back, press your hips forward, and exhale, take a forward fold. All right, plant your hands flat on the mat and step back into plank pose, the top of a push-up. This is our next posture to strengthen the core, and it also strengthens so much more, as you are going to feel here in just a moment. Now make sure that your shoulders are above the wrists, okay, and then take them just slightly forward of the wrists. The body's straight like a board, right, hence plank pose, and if you want to, you can drop your knees to the floor. Now, push into your hands, push your hands into the floor like you're pushing away, arms are straight, and then round out a little bit through that upper back. We're doming out, so creating some space between the shoulder blades, okay? Rock your tailbone down towards your heels. Again, we're narrowing the space between the lower ribs and the hip bones. Pull that belly in. Now you feel that energy kicking in, okay? Legs are straight. We lift the knees up. If your knees are down, keep them there. If your knees are up, you're going to lift those knees and squeeze those thighs. Okay, stay steady with your breath. Gaze is down. And then for a little extra oomph, we're going to squeeze those upper arms together. Stay steady and breathe. Feel all that strength building in your body, especially in that belly, right? That's our focus. All right, come to downward facing dog. Lift your hips just for a brief rest. And then we're going to come right back into that plank pose and move to side plank. Okay, so we're going to roll onto the right side, outside of the right foot, the right hand, and lift the left arm to the sky. Now there are lots of variations you can come into. You can drop your right knee down. Okay, you can stagger your feet. Okay, or you can stack your feet, a little bit more balance. We want to lift those hips up. Okay, left arm's reaching up towards the sky. You can bring it to your hip if you want to. Keep the chest open, the tailbone rocking down, the crown reaching, right? Chin away from the chest. Imagine you're holding a ball right underneath your chin. Good. Keep those hips lifted and then press energy through your feet. Feel that in your obliques. Release down and switch sides. Open it up to the other side. Again, if you need to, drop your knee, drop your knee. Okay, stagger the feet. Stack your feet. Lift those hips up a little higher. Reach those fingertips up higher. You can also bring your hand to your hip. Again, chest open. Okay, feet are flat, squeezing those thighs. Tailbone rocking down gently, and breathe. You notice how we add all of these little tiny movements, right, to get big results. All right, release back to plank. Lift up through to downward facing to release out. And then drop your knees down, and we're coming to boat pose. Swing your legs around. Bring them in front of you with your knees back. Let's start by grabbing the back of the thighs. We're going to lean back. Okay, keep that belly drawn in. You're already starting to feel those muscles now in the abs, right? So lean back, open your chest, okay, and then start to lift your feet up. You can hold on to the back of the thighs the entire time if you want to, but if you're ready for more, you're going to release those hands, okay? Staying here, balancing on your sit bones. If you're ready for even more, straighten your legs. Again, once you start to get deeper, it might cause you to round through the back. So let's make sure we're keeping that chest lifted. We're rocking that tailbone down. We're breathing, feeling. When it gets challenging, remind yourself of why you decided to do this sequence. What motivated you to move into this ab strengthening sequence today? All right. From your boat, we're going to add a little more oomph. We're going to inhale, come back to your half boat, and exhale, squeeze to your full boat. You can use your hands here. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, squeeze up. Again, inhale back and exhale up. Take it back and squeeze it up. Let's do it 5 more times. Inhale, exhale. 4, inhale and exhale. 3, inhale and exhale. 2, inhale and exhale up. Last one, inhale back, exhale, take it up, and release. Great job. Okay, roll onto your spine. Our final posture here is bridge pose. You might not think of bridge pose as a core strengthener, as an ab strengthener, but it is. Okay, so we're going to bend the knees, bring your feet about hip width distance, walk your heels towards you so your ankles are under your knees, arms to your side. Go ahead, rock that tailbone down, right, just a little pelvic tilt, and then lift your hips up. Walk your shoulders in, interlace those fingers if it works for you in this moment. Press through your hands or through your arms, press through all 4 corners of your feet to lift those hips up. Good, find your breath here. Now imagine you're squeezing a yoga block or a small ball between your thighs. You're holding that block between your thighs. You don't want to let it fall. Notice how energetically those inner thighs kick in and the core starts to light up. Stay with the breath. Take a deep breath in, slowly lower your hips, and then let's move with the breath. Inhale, lift up as high as you can, tailbone rocks under, squeeze at the top, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, Exhale, lower. Lift, lower, and lift, lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now lift it up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hips down. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Bend both knees. Arms come out. Drop them to the right. Bring them to center. Drop them to the left. Bring them to center. One more time to the right. Come to center and one more time to the left. Come to center. Extend your legs to the front of the mat. Reach your arms above your head. Now stretch and reach as far as you can open up. Good. Breathe. Lengthen a little bit more. Inhale. Reach again. And then exhale. Release. Good. Rock up to a seated position. Take a deep breath in. Arms up above your head. And exhale. Release. Great job. Do this 2 more times to really fire up those abs. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.